What's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the world of Dandadan to talk about one of the craziest transformations in the series, Okarun'S Turbo Granny form. There will be spoilers ahead, so if you're not caught up, proceed at your own risk. We're gonna break down everything about how Okarun got this insane power, how it works, and why it's both a blessing and a curse. Let's jump right in. What is Dandadan about? For those of you who might not know, Dandadan is a wild shonen anime that follows two teenagers, Takakura Ken, aka Okarin, and Momo Ayase, who start off arguing about the existence of aliens and ghosts. But guess what? They discover that both are real. These two unlikely friends bond over their love for the bizarre and quickly find themselves smack dab in a world where the supernatural is the norm. After a test of courage, the two run into some crazy situations. Momo gets abducted by aliens, and Okarun encounters the infamous Turbo Granny, who curses him. This curse becomes a major plot point, pushing the entire series forward. Now let's break down how Okarun's curse works and how it turns him into a powerhouse. So let's talk about how all this craziness started. It all began when Okarun and Momo dared each other to check out the most haunted spots in their area. They thought it'd be a fun way to prove their beliefs, but things didn't exactly go as planned. Momo encounters some creepy humanoid robot aliens who want to use her body for, let's just say questionable purposes. Meanwhile, Okarun finds himself face to face with the infamous Turbo Granny, a yokai who races at 100 km/h. And just like that, boom, he gets cursed. This curse is what gives Okarun his incredible super speed and the basis for his Turbo Granny transformation. It's the perfect mix of supernatural chaos and teenage curiosity gone wrong. Now let's get into Okarun's Turbo Granny form itself. So after Okarun is cursed by Turbo Granny, her consciousness gets sealed away, but her powers stay inside him. This gives him a wild set of abilities: superhuman speed, crazy durability, and yes, even a powerful bite force. But there's a catch. Okarun can only go all out with his speed twice before he burns out, making him completely immobile after that. Yep, you heard that right. He becomes a sitting duck. This form turns Okarun into a burst tank. He can hold off powerful yokai and aliens, but only for a limited time. The form is flashy, and with Okarun's insane speed, he can deal explosive damage to his enemies. But since he tires out quickly, he has to be super smart about when and how he uses it. How does this all play out? Let's rewind to Okarun's first encounter with Turbo Granny. He heads to a haunted tunnel thinking it's just a harmless dare, and bam, he finds out the legends are true. Turbo Granny curses him and things spiral out of control. At the same time, Momo is dealing with those bizarre aliens, the Serpo, who have their own twisted agenda. Through sheer luck and a little willpower, Okarun ends up using Turbo Granny's powers to teleport to Momo's location and helps her escape from the alien spaceship. This was the moment where Okarun first taps into Turbo Granny's abilities, and it sets the tone for the rest of the series. From here on out, Okarun's transformation becomes a key part of how they take on yokai and alien threats together. Let's break down the pros and cons of this power. When Okarun transforms, he becomes an absolute beast. His speed and strength allow him to take on even the most powerful enemies, like the mountain class Yokai Evil Eye, one of the strongest classifications of yokai out there. But it's not all smooth sailing. His powers come with some pretty major limitations. First, as I mentioned earlier, Okarun's transformation burns out fast. He can only use his top speed twice before becoming completely immobilized, which makes him extremely vulnerable. That's why Okarun has to be super strategic, relying on Momo for support and backup during their fights. This weakness also motivates him to train harder and smarter, figuring out how to use his powers without putting himself or Momo in danger. It's this balance between strength and strategy that makes Okarun such a compelling character. But here's where things get even more interesting. Turbo Granny herself isn't just a one-dimensional villain. As we learn more about her backstory, it turns out she has some tragic elements too. She's not pure evil. She's got her own motivations, which makes her a more complex character. In fact, we find out that she even showed compassion for the spirits of young girls, seeking them out to comfort them. This deeper side to Turbo Granny adds layers to her relationship with Okarun and opens up more intriguing storylines. The conclusion of the Turbo Granny arc gives us a glimpse into what Okarun will face in the future. His transformation might be powerful, but it's far from perfect, and the show hints that Okarun's upcoming battles with other yokai will test him in ways he's not ready for. The series does a great job of blending yokai lore with complex character dynamics, and Turbo Granny's curse is just the start of Okarun's supernatural journey. So there you have it, the full breakdown of Okarun's Turbo Granny form. It's an incredibly powerful transformation, but it comes with a cost, and Okarun has to be smart about how he uses it. What do you guys think? Do you think Okarun will unlock even more potential in his Turbo Granny form, or will his limitations catch up to him in future fights? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more Dandadan content. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.